Yay, it just got supernova over here. Alright, so I'm going to take this back 2x4 and affix it to the wall on each stud. And then I'm going to cut a end piece, screw it into that stud, and then screw this second long 11-foot piece into the cross or the side bracing, whatever you want to call it, over here. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I've got to build up. I got to build the corners up, and then put 2 more 2x4s, one across here, one across the front, and then 2 on the sides, just like the bottom. And then I put in my plywood first before I put in the top. I put my plywood in first, and then I put my plywood on the top, and then I do, I guess, my face. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, so let's just go. Quit talking. Let's go. Now, most likely you won't be able to tell that I did that. But you saw me. I repainted this and I put on 2 coats of polyurethane. So that should be good. Let's pull these drapes up. Now I cut these boards to size, and I'm going to screw them in. I know I have a stud here, and I know I've got one right here because I can see it. See, I can see that stud right there. So let me go ahead and get my screw in. Since this isn't going to be tall, it's not going to fall, if you will. Now you have to forgive the noise. This is an impact driver, for those who don't know, and it's very loud. And I'm going to just put one in here. I'm not trying to build a parking deck. Perfect. Now, it's time to cut this piece right here. Alright, I had to move you to this side. So what I want is I went online and the smallest for the size dog I'm getting is 18 to 22 inches. So this is roughly 2 inches, like 1.5, whatever. So the plywood's going to go all the way to back here, and on the front, it's going to go all the way to back here. And in between, it should be 18 inches plus the top of this. I'm just going to go ahead and score this or mark it, and then we'll go cut it, and I'm going to slide it in here, and then I'm going to attach this to here, and then from this board onto the end of this one. So that's going to be my build. So I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Perfect. One of these days I will have a pocket hole jig, but not today. And I'm not sure why I have this gap right here. And it's the same on top and bottom. That's weird. I don't guess it matters. It's structural. I wonder what causes that. Because if it was short just on one side, the short end would be up here. That's weird. Anyway, I have no idea. I gotta get this built. It's not the Taj Mahal. So primitive. Now it's time for that side. Sorry about the shadowing, but it's just that time of day. Okay, and then after this, after I install this, I'm going to put them in the middle so that when I put my plywood down, over time, the bottom shelf won't sag. All right, I put my screws in on both ends. All right, I'm going to tack this board into the wall and get it down to where it catches the sill plate, and that'll keep it from rocking around. So all I have to do now is install these cross bracings. I'm going to do it at a stud here, stud there. That's where the electrical box is attached. And then I put down my plywood. The plywood's going to be down here at the bottom. There's going to be a piece of plywood under here, okay, to make up the bottom shelf. So I got to compensate for that. And then there's going to be plywood sitting on the top of this right here. And that's why I've got to cut this board for the top, for the in between the top piece of plywood and the bottom piece of plywood. There we go. Let me get all this out of the way. Oh, that is perfect, guys. I'm telling you what. I'm just getting better and better at building. Now when I did that pantry, it was all over the place, but you know what? I used the router and straightened it up. I don't even need to use the router. I cannot believe how good I'm getting at this. See, girls, I'm telling you, you can do this. You guys can do this, I promise you. I've got this piece to go here. I got one where the seam is to help support it. So let me vacuum this out, put these in, and then put my plywood on top. So now what I have to do is I've got to put bracing underneath this joint right here. There we go. So let me go cut this piece and then I'll get it installed. So over time, all that weight will make this sag. So I got to put something under here to help it keep it from doing that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my little bar here and I'm trying to get this seam out as much as I can. There we go. And get as much of that gap out as I can. Okay, that's in, that's good. So I'm going to tack the rest of this down and then we'll get the verticals up and get all that done. There, that looks really good. And the battery's dying, so let me get you guys charged. And I want to get while I can before the sun goes down, and I'll just catch you wherever you catch me. So I'll see you in a bit. I sanded this with 100 and then I went behind it with 220 grit, so it's very, very smooth and ready for the, you guessed it, shelf liner. Oh yeah. I'm using the shelf liner. This is what I used in the other video I made the other day. And it's gonna go on here and this is gonna help waterproof it. Once I get the shelf liner on here, I'm gonna go along the edge and I'm going to caulk it. And that way, in case there is an accident, it doesn't go down behind the wood, which would be bad. Okay, I didn't have enough, but I do have enough because the dog crate is going to be here. The rest of that's going to be bookshelf. That's going to be dog crate. From that over is going to be a little bookshelf. For those of you who don't know, if you take 2 pieces of tape, doesn't matter the brand, and you put one in one corner like this. And then you put the other piece on the other side and you just pull it apart like that. There we go. And I'll just roll this back like this. There we go. And then I flip. There we go. There we go. I'll just take a flat edge. You can use a credit card, it doesn't matter. And I get the edges. And as I pull, I get the bubbles out. Close to being perfect width. caulk the back real quick and then I'll put up my verticals. Put a bead all the way down to help keep any moisture from rolling around the back of this. Nice and neat right through here. Where that came from. There we go. That is so much better. Alright, and this is going into a stud. Hey guys, I got most of it done. It's kind of hard to film a Pee-wee down here. I mean, he tries to help, but no, it darling. He tries to help, but who is that, Tucker? Who is that? Is that you? Anyway, this is Tucker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Say hello, everybody. So this is the baby. So what I did was, unlike my last time, like my pantry build, I'm lining these up. I had so many issues, and plus newbie issues, not knowing what I was doing, that I'm making up for it over here. And that's what I keep saying, even if you've never built anything, just build something, and I promise you, every time you build something, it'll get better and better and better. And then all of a sudden, you know, you'll be so good, you'll be building for other people. I don't know about me, but there we go. Somebody likes to sleep underneath my chair. This was Captain Happy Pants' old bed. This came with him, and it has been here for 8 years. He was 7 when I got him. Well, it's almost 8 years. And so now it's gone down to Tucker. And this is what it's looking like thus far. I gotta put a board across here, same thing on the other side. Put in some bracing in the middle, and that should make it safe enough, so we'll see.